Midnight hanging low above the pines, blood red moon and a broken warning sign. I've walked these roads 1,000 times before, with dust on my boots and ghosts at my door. I've outrun sirens, I've outlived storms, carried old sins in many forms. But tonight feels different in the cold moonlight, like fate finally caught up for a fight. The wind stopped blowing, the world stood still, and I felt a silence stronger than my will. When death looked deep into my eyes, I saw every mile of my wasted life, every scar, every lie, every road I crossed, every soul and every cause. Now she's standing here while the seconds crawl, waiting to see if I'm gonna fall or walk away with the darkness again, back to the only life I've ever been. She wore no chains, just the weight of time and the sound of rain. She didn't threaten, she didn't speak, she already knew every part of me. The smoke curled slow through the midnight air, like a prayer nobody answered there. And somewhere beside me, cold as stone, sat the only companion I'd ever known. The stars above seemed distant and dim, like heaven itself was watching around. When death looked deep into my eyes, I saw every mile of my wasted life, every scar, every lie, every road I've crossed, every soul and every cause. Now she's standing here while the seconds crawl, waiting to see if I'm gonna fall or walk away with the darkness again, back to the only life I've ever been. Maybe this is where the story ends, maybe this is where I break a bend. One breath away from a final choice, one heartbeat left and I hear her voice. She says, you danced with me for many years, through whiskey nights and trails of tears. But every gambler reaches the last hand dealt, and every outlaw faces what he's felt. When death looked deep into my eyes, the dawn broke red across the sky. I couldn't tell if she'd won or lost, or if either side was worth the cost. The world held still for a moment, spared between what I was and what I am, and somewhere between the dark and dawn, I made my choice and carried on.